Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast. And now I'm recording this podcast with kids in the other room shouting, screaming, throwing things. They're being taken care of by the mother, but if there's any noise, I just decided it's better to do it this way. It's better to do it now and you can take the noise. I'm going to try to get as much of it out, edit as much of it out, but if there's noise, that's why. Okay, so we are covering the life of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams, and she lives in her father's dreams, and sometimes a dreamer, we have a hashtag called, everything has hashtags, all the stories here have hashtags. We have a hashtag called Obsessed Dreamer. Sometimes a dreamer, you probably know this, if you remember your dreams, you dream about something and you can't get out of it. It doesn't leave your head. So usually in Justin's dream, they have adventures. They go on adventures, but sometimes he's obsessed about something that has to do with his world. And that something is possibly the only thing that teaches us about his life, because we don't know anything about his life. He hardly ever talks about it, and we don't know anything. So today, this is one of those things. And of course, it's just the tip of the iceberg of what's going to happen. So I should also mention that if you know Joy, we're examining what a future heroine is like. She doesn't take anything, from anyone, including her father. Unlike most kids, she doesn't take any what, right? We are still kid friendly while we are still talking about kids. So, so let's see what happens. Episode 132, The Car. Joy's age 4.5, told by the Red Dragon. I don't know why we came here. Instead of going on adventure, Dragonfather had taken Dragonlil to a place called a used car dealership. Dragonfather was already talking to a human salesman when Dragonlil, only 4.5 years old, pulled on his sleeve. We're here to buy a car, Dragonfather said. But why? She pulled on his sleeve again. We have a ship. She pointed to Bonny's Revenge floating above the dealership, its anchor tethered to the rock behind the building. Joy, every family needs a car. But why? Joy, I'm busy. Let me talk to the man. But Dad, cars can't fly. Joy, enough. Go over there and play something. I'll call you when I'm done. He turned around and told the salesman, Sorry about that. You were saying about this model? Dragonlil, meanwhile, walked away from them looking at the various cars. The salesman showed Dragonfather 2 different cars and compared them using the phrase, This is a car every family needs, on both of them. I think I'll take this one, Dragonfather pointed to the second car he was shown, when a sound behind him made him look. One of the cars turned on as if by itself. The salesman took a step forward. What's going on? Did you see anyone? The car suddenly drove itself backwards, bumping into 2 other cars. What the? Dragonfather looked around. He was perhaps beginning to understand what was happening. He had not seen it, but I had. Dragonlil had snuck into the office, stolen a few keys, and tried them on the cars until one opened. She now sat in one, her head not as high as the windows, and apparently played with its controls. The car suddenly shifted and lurched forward, then sped off the lot. Holy schmoly! Dragonfather shouted. Joy, you get back here with that car. That is how Drangolil stole her first car under her father's nose. Tomorrow I will tell you what happened next. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, Cursing, Obsessed Dreamer. And that is Joy, who lives a life of adventure, who finds a way to beat villains every day, who sneaks past, villains, who steals their ships, who re-steals her own flying ship. She's not going to take any gruff, anything. She doesn't like something, she's just going to do something about it, because that's the life she grew in. That's the life she has, but that's also the personality she has. So this stuff is going to go, let's say it's going to deteriorate, okay? This stuff is going to deteriorate, this situation. So let's see what happens next when, in the episode called Driving Blind. Pum, pum, pum. I'm also guessing that she took, or is taking, Justin out of his obsessed dreamer mode. Speaking of obsessed dreamer, today I had a terrible dream where a corrupt politician imprisoned me and my family inside the dream. Like in the dream, we knew we were in the dream, and there was a place in the dream where magic held us, and some people could turn into lions and other animals, and there was a whole thing about magic and dreams, and we could break out. But the point is, could we break out of the dream? We could break out of the jail. So anyway, it sucked. It was a terrible dream, and I'm still under that influence. And, many dreams can happen. And by the way, when Joy breaks out, / escapes, / goes to other dreams, when she finds out she's in a dream and finds the way out, you never know what kind of dream you're going to fall into, because Justin's dreams are kind of consistent. They're full of adventure and stuff, and they kind of protect her. But other people's dreams, you never know. Anyway, join us tomorrow as things deteriorate past complete control. See you then. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form, and in fact 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because the girl in the dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more. Drangolil, meanwhile, walked away from them, looking at the various cars. Looking... ships. It says various ships. Anyway, join us tomorrow as things deteriorate. Join us tomorrow as things deteriorate. Take a breath. As things deteriorate past complete control.